Have a good answer ready when you are asked why you want to work for their firm or what you have to offer them. And relax, smile, and be yourself. Whatever the outcome of the interview, be polite and professional. Guys, I did the same thing. I mean, I interviewed for a court position before I got mine, and I didn't get it. And there was, I don't know if it was correct, but somebody had told me there was over 100 people that applied for this position. And it was a county court position. And it came down to myself and another girl. It was a friend of mine. She had just gotten out of school. I had about 1.5 years experience under my belt. So I thought I had the job. You know, it's like, I have the experience. She didn't have the experience. Well, I didn't get the job. And she called me and she told me, she said, Dave, you know, I decided that I wanted to go in a different direction, and I wanted to go with somebody that was new, that I thought that I could mold into what I wanted, and, you know, I decided to go with her. She said, you're very qualified, you're very professional, but I'm gonna go with her. Well, thank you for giving me the opportunity to interview with you, and, you know, I was one of the final two, and I appreciate that. Thank you, and if I can ever use you as a reference, I'd love to be able to. She said, absolutely. Was I pissed? A little bit. Not really pissed, but, you know, more hurt. But, I mean, you always think going in, you know, I want to be that one. I'm the one. And that's what you want to exude. That kind of confidence. Oh, it's me. You want me. I don't say that, but I mean, you know, you exude that kind of confidence. But if you don't get it, you're not, that's BS. You know, well, you know what? Take that other girl. You know, she's fresh out of school. You know what? And when she messes up, you call me. Don't be that person. Don't do that, you know? You know what? I appreciate the time. Thank you for letting me interview. You know, if I can use you as a reference, I appreciate it. Absolutely, Dave. You were professional. Everything was good. I just thought that I wanted to go in a different direction. It had nothing to do with you, anything. Okay, thank you. And that was it. And that's all that needs to be said. You don't need to go and say all of this stuff, and then you get off the phone and you're on there with every clerk and court reporter in the courthouse saying, man, this was BS and blah, 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 and whatever.
Travels.
It comes back, guys. You know, it comes back. So just keep it to yourself, you know? And it doesn't need to be said because it always comes back around. So, you know, and my mom told me, my mom was one of the biggest, and this was her favorite line, was all things happen for a reason. And when, you know, it was just thing after thing and not being able to get out of school, finally get out of school, and, you know, just different things happen, and it's always, you know, everything happens for a reason. Everything's like, you know what, I'm tired of hearing that. You know, I want to catch that break. I want to catch that break. Well, you know what? I ended up getting the job that I did, which is a better position. It's a swing position. I don't have to worry about my job. Now, granted, she's still down there. The court reporter's still down there, but she's been with, you know, 2 other judges. You know, because they lose a position, then she has to jump on with another judge and then another judge. If that judge doesn't win, it has nothing to do with her qualifications. She's a great reporter and a really good friend of mine still to this day. But, you know, the selfish side of you comes out sometimes. You know, and you know, everything happens for a reason. It really does. You know, so whether getting out of school, getting the right job, not getting a certain job that you wanted and you thought was meant for you, everything happens for a reason. Believe that, okay? But it doesn't come without hard work, okay? So don't think that this is just gonna come to you, okay? Any questions about the interview process and for a job?
Nope.
No? Okay. That's gonna be all for tonight, guys.
Oh, chapters for next week.
Yeah, 34. 35, 36, and 37. I don't know that we'll get through that, but we will. Also, another thing, one thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I'm probably going to talk to you guys probably next week about it again, and it remind me if for some reason I forget, but hopefully everybody that wasn't here tonight is at least going to watch the video. But the week of Thanksgiving, we're not going to have class on that Wednesday. So what I'm thinking about doing is not having the Eclipse class on Monday and having this class on Monday.
It would be November 23rd.
Is that a problem for somebody to come on Mondays? It's just that one time. And I think this class is more important and we have more stuff to cover, and I want to make sure that everything gets covered in the time that we have. And actually what I think I may do is to kind of keep it a little bit shorter is I may have our guest speaker that night. So instead of it being the 3 hours that we usually do, it may only be like an hour and a half or 2 hours. So we may only be here till maybe about 8 o'clock. But I don't want to lose that week of Thanksgiving for this class. So I want to move it to the Monday. So if people have a problem with it, then, you know, they can watch it online or whatever, but I wanted to move that class and just make sure that everybody was okay with it.
That's the 23rd,
The
right?
23rd, we're moving it
Yeah.
from the 25th to the 23rd of
Yeah.
November.
Yeah. Okay? So we'll see you guys next week.
Very
Read
good.
those chapters. Any questions about stuff for tonight? All right.